Hey guys, so today I thought I would do an updated skincare routine. I haven't done one of these videos in about a year, I don't think. So it's been kind of a long time since I've done like a full routine update. I have to say, when I first had River, I found it really hard to keep on top of my skincare. I've been through a bit of a journey in the past year, and I found it really easy to kind of have a really good pamper routine because we were at home so much and she would sleep so much that I would kind of, when she would have a bath and go down, I would like do my skincare and stuff. And then as she got a bit older and a bit trickier, I found I kind of let that slip a bit. And then the last few months I've kind of introduced like a proper skincare routine back in, because it got to a certain point when she was probably like 6 months old where it was like a face wipe and a moisturizer, because on some of those days, but I've gradually like reintroduced the steps back into my skincare routine now, and my skin is definitely thanking me for it. There's also a few new treatments and things that I've been using that I've been really enjoying, and I thought now was a good time to kind of sit back down with you guys and talk about things that I've been loving and what I'm using and in what kind of order and frequency I'm using them. So starting off, I'm going to talk through like morning routine and then evening routine, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about like treatments and masks and things as well, because I feel like they don't necessarily fit into the like morning evening routine, but they're definitely things that I use. So first of all, for morning cleansing in the shower, I use this, which I have actually, this is my second bottle. It lasts a really long time. I've been using this for over a year on and off. This is the Lancôme Miel-en-mousse foaming cleanser. It's called Foaming Cleansing Makeup Remover with A-Passioni honey, rinse off formula. It's a really thick kind of gelatinous type of texture, and I really love this. I've loved it since the first time I used it, but I've been using it recently with a Clarisonic. I haven't used a Clarisonic in years. In fact, I can tell you how long ago it was, because my last Clarisonic, Mike actually threw away, like the whole device, he threw away when we moved house for the first time, which was about 6 years ago. Because the head had gone a bit gross and stinky because I'd left it in a drawer for ages, and it needed a new head, and Mike didn't realise that you could take the head off, so he was like clearing everything out as we were moving house, which was a bit of a like last minute process. The house went through really quickly, so we were like packing up all our stuff. He was doing the bathroom, I was probably doing the bedroom, and he was like, this is gross, throw it in the bin. Little did he know how expensive these are and the fact that you can change the head. So I haven't had a Clarisonic since then, and I was given this by Clarisonic probably in November. So I've been using it for a couple of months and I really love it. This is the Mia Smart version, so it links up with your phone and does all sorts of like records like how you wash your face and like gives you different routines. I don't really use that element of it, or I don't at all. I don't use that element of it. I just use it as a kind of traditional Clarisonic. I have to say, I do notice a difference with my skin in terms of like blackheads and congestion and stuff when I use this, and together these are a really nice combination. I just pump two or three pumps onto the head and then use it in the shower in the morning, and I think the battery's improved since I had mine, which mine was probably one of the earlier ones, obviously, because it was at least 6 years old, but I haven't had to charge that yet, and I've had it for like 2 months, which is amazing. Next up, for kind of general daytime skincare, I tend to use this, which I've spoken about a few times before. This is my Majo Medicine Face Food Age Well Cream. So this is I think it's all natural. It's natural, organic, vegan, but basically it's a really thick kind of, I would say heavy, but it's not necessarily that heavy. A little bit goes a long way, maybe that's a good way to explain it. It's a really rich moisturizer. You just need a tiny bit. I absolutely love this. I use it as a night cream as well if I'm not using like a more of a treatment thing. It's a really tiny brand. That is a new startup, and honestly I've got my mum hooked on this stuff as well. She absolutely loves it. It's brilliant. It's quite expensive. It's about £30 for this pot, which looks tiny, but it's actually 30ml. So you know, it looks smaller than it is, because a lot of like, let's see how much, you get 15 ml in this pot and 30 ml in this pot, just to put it into perspective. So that's my kind of day-to-day moisturizer, which, like I said, I will use at night as well. And then I use an SPF over the top of that, which I actually don't have to show you because I share it with Mike, and he has put it in his gym bag today and gone off to work. So I don't have it, but it's one that I've been using for a long time, kind of on and off as well. It's the Body Shop SPF 50 broad spectrum. It's almost like a serum texture. It's the most amazing texture. It's something I've spoken about quite a lot over the years, but Mike uses it religiously every day as well. And it's just really, really light. So if you have a moisturizer like this that you love, but it doesn't have SPF, it's an easy way to kind of add that on without adding like an absolute ton of product to your face, to the point where you go and put makeup on and it's just a big mess. So that is my favourite SPF. And then for eye cream, I feel like with eye cream, I never really notice too many results from it. It's more just like keeping my eye area hydrated. If anyone knows an eye cream that I must try that is going to deliver some serious results, then please let me know, because bar the Indeed Isolix eye cream, I feel like I need to go back to that at some point. I haven't really noticed that much of a difference. It's more just like from a moisturization point of view. So I've been using the Drunk Elephant Shaba Complex Eye Serum with copper peptides, and I do really like this. Like, it feels nice, it does the job, it doesn't irritate my eye area. But in terms of results, like I said, I haven't really noticed too many from this. So anyway, that's my kind of daytime routine. And then for nighttime, I tend to use either the same moisturizer or one of the treatments that I'm going to show you in a minute, or more intensive moisturizers that I'm going to show you in a minute. But in order to take my makeup off at night, I actually use the Garnier oil infused micellar water. This is the one with the argan oil layer. I've just shaken it up so you can't see it, but you shake it up and mix the two layers together, and it's really, really effective at taking off makeup and everything. So I tend to use that. If I'm feeling not tired and particularly good, I will also do a second cleanse, sometimes with a cleansing balm like Clinique to take the day off, or sometimes if I have a bath, I'll use the Lancôme Miel-en-mousse cleanser as well. I tend not to use a foaming cleanser unless I'm in the shower in the bath, because I hate that like splashing kind of thing. If you're not in the bath, just water down the arms, not a nice experience. So I tend to either use a micellar water or a cleansing balm. I use a flannel to take it off, so it's less messy. And then in terms of kind of add-ons to that, recently I have been using the Drunk Elephant Retinol. This is the only retinol that I've ever had kind of extreme reaction to in terms of peeling. And I feel like it's a weird thing to be talking about this in a really positive light, considering that. But that's kind of what is supposed to happen when you use retinol. And usually, well, at least for me, I have fairly hardy skin, and I haven't experienced it badly with any other kind of over-the-counter product. I've never used prescription retinol before, but I'm led to believe that if you use prescription retinol, that is what happens. My whole face peeled off about a week after I started using this, which is now about a week ago. I have to say, like, you're not supposed to see the proper results from using retinol until about a month to 3 months after, so I can't speak too soon. But in terms of my skin now, it's really good, and even though the reaction was quite bad in terms of the peeling, it's kind of what's supposed to happen. So I will keep you updated on this, but I am using this, and so far I think it's good. Like, I think it's going to be really good. So at the moment I'm using this twice a week, and once my skin has calmed down a bit, I'm going to up that again to kind of every other night to kind of build my skin's tolerance to it. But I think it's going to be good. It's expensive. It's Drunk Elephant. Their stuff is expensive. I think it's about £62, but so far so good with this. And in terms of other kind of treatments that I use, I have actually not been using these for the past couple of weeks because of the retinol, because my skin has been peeling. I've been kind of steering clear of vitamin C and glycolic acid, which I do normally use. But when my skin is happy, I will use this once a week as well, which is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar. I've spoken about this a lot already. It's the vitamin C glow powder, 30 seconds treatment kind of foam cleanser. It's really, really good for brightening, and just, it literally makes an instant difference to your skin, which is really rare to find in skincare. So I use that, And then also in terms of toner or glycolic or exfoliating, I tend to use the PIXI Glow Tonic, and I have done for a couple of years. I kind of flit in between this. I really like the Elemis one as well, but this is the one I kind of always come back to. And if I'm not using the retinol, I would use this probably 3 times a week. Some people use this every day, but I feel like I probably don't need to, and I'm gonna slowly reintroduce this once my skin is kind of used to the retinol. So that's what I'm using in terms of a treatment kind of thing. In terms of dealing with the peeling from retinol, I've been using this, which actually is an amazing product and brilliant for a night cream if you're looking for a really intensive moisturizer, and it's affordable. It's the Roche-Posay Cicaplast B5 balm. I've used a couple of these similar kind of like heavy balms before, and this actually doesn't feel too greasy on your skin, so you can use it sparingly and then put makeup over the top if you have really dry skin. I'd really recommend this, and you can use it like on your hands and body as well. So that's been really good whilst my skin has been dry from retinol. And then in terms of masks, there's really only a few masks that I have kind of continued to come back to. One of them is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, which I've spoken about before a few months ago. This is a really moisturizing mask, and it's almost like a thick moisturizer kind of texture, and you put it on and then you can kind of pat off the excess and then rub in the extra. So it's not like a full-on mask like you would get like a charcoal mask or a clay mask. It's very much like moisturizer mask. So if you have, again, dry skin, uncomfortable skin, this is really good. I really like that a lot. And then in a similar vein, I also really like, controversially, I think a lot of people don't like this, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Magic Facial Dry Sheet Mask. I think a lot of people don't get the dry sheet mask thing. I absolutely love this, and I think it's brilliant for traveling. If you're kind of packing light or on the go, you can reuse this. I think it's 3 times, but to be honest, for me it depends on how long I'm wearing it for, and also like how well I've cared for it. So sometimes I use these 3 times, sometimes I might use them 4 or 5, depending on, like, I mean, sometimes the 3rd time I'm using it, I'll try and drink tea whilst I have it on, and then I'll get tea on it, and then I won't use it again. But if I'm really careful with it and make sure my skin is super clean before using it, so you don't get any kind of residual gunk like transferring onto it, then they do last a few uses, and you can put them back in this resealable bag. Really brilliant for traveling, so I really like that. And then lastly, in terms of masks, this is again an oldie but a goodie for me, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Concentrated Recovery Eye Masks. These are brilliant. They are again an expensive product, but if you struggle with dryness around your eye area or bags, or if you travel a lot, these are brilliant for long haul flights. They're the Advanced Night Repair Serum in a separate pouch, and you push it up into the eye mask kind of area, saturate the eye mask with it, and then you put them on. On planes, I leave these on until they dry out, so probably like an hour and a half. I think you're supposed to leave them on for maybe like 15 minutes or something like that, but I haven't noticed a problem with leaving them on for longer. In fact, quite the opposite. They're brilliant just for hydrating the eye area and really like making you not look tired, which is a problem. So yes, those are my favorite eye masks, and that is it for my skincare routine. So in terms of day to day, I do keep it pretty simple in terms of like what I'm putting on my skin on a daily basis, but then treatment wise, I've really tried to kind of hone in on the ingredients that I found work for my skin that actually kind of produce results. There are a lot of products out there that whilst they smell nice and feel nice, don't actually deliver results. So they are my favorites at the moment. That's my current routine. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have any recommendations for me, especially on the eye cream front, then please let me know, because this is just what's working for me at the moment. So I'm always looking to try new things, and kind of, as you know, I test out a lot of things and try bits and bobs. But so if you have any kind of burning recommendations that you love, please let me know, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.